Hey, it's Mike Rogers Show. Mike Rogers here with you. Today, I have a very, 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 very special guest, my old friend. I've known this guy for like too long, far too long. He was in the Rogers. He was in a band called Public Enema, and he's a very well-known, famous bassist, singer, rock star in California. His name is Ron Fast. Welcome,
Guitar
Ron
player.
Fast. So
I'm also a guitar player, Mike.
Oh, you are?
But that's what I do the best.
Oh, I didn't know.
What I play in Public Enema?
I don't know. I was when I saw Public Enema, I was just like so shocked about everything that I didn't know how am I going to get out of, well, first off, how am I going to get out of here alive? Second is, what the hell is these guys? And then the third is, this is the future of punk rock music. So, Ron, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hi, my name is Ron Fast. And that's me. Right now, I'm the guitar player and vocalist in Skullburger.
Yeah.
And living in Portland, Oregon. Got a thing called the Big Ass Jam on Sundays, every Sunday at the Rumpus Room. I like that name, the Rumpus Room. And tonight we're playing at Starday Tavern, billed as the okayest tavern in town.
The okayest.
Okayest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you say Skullburger, they have a regular gig, like a monthly gig or a weekly gig?
No. I have a weekly gig called it's Ron and Jimbo's Big Ass Jam. And
Ron and Jimbo's Big Ass Jam.
Big Ass Jam every Sunday at the Rumpus Room, Portland, Oregon.
And what do? You guys play like, covers?
We play everything from punk rock to rock and roll to, I don't know, the other guitar player, the bass player, he likes everything from Grateful Dead to Fish. So he knows all that stuff. And then it's just whatever anybody shows up and wants to play is what we do. You can check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
On Facebook under Ron and Jimbo's Big Ass Jam.
Well, wait a minute. So how Ron, how did you get this gig?
Big Ass Jam?
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody asked, there used to be another guy run it.
Uh-huh.
And he had problems with his drinking. So they moved us in.
So you mean the guy who had problems with his drinking was a performing musician? Or
yeah.
So the club owner or manager or whoever thought, I need a band in here. And you guys play every Sunday, you said? Every
Sunday, 6 in the evening till when everybody gets their jam on, when everybody's done.
So
people in dancing, singing, and all kinds of stuff.
So what's your set list going to be like?
I have no idea. Usually I play a bunch of original stuff.
Uh-huh. But don't fans say like, oh, I really like that, I can't even think of their name, Justin Timberlake song. Can you do that?
Absolutely not. But we can try. You won't like it, but we'll try. Get on up here. Now, our motto is everybody plays here, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to tell you about some of the people we got.
So if people show up and they say, I want to sing, you let them sing?
Absolutely.
Really? That could be really bad,
I know. It's like karaoke with the band.
Wow.
What does that say? It says Skullburger.
Skullburger. Yeah, but this is
Tonight.
Ron and Jimbo, so we're not talking about Skullburger yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. So when I first met you, and I don't even remember what year it was, probably 1976 or 77.
Right there, yeah.
You were in a band called Public Enema.
That is correct.
And tell us about that band. How did that get started? And you guys, because that was a crazy band. I think that was like kind of like Fear or something like that.
No, that was we got a gig and I was waiting for the drummer's wife. This time she's having a stroke, so we have to wait for him. So what Public Enema, Fear? No, we Public Enema was me, John Thumper, Andy Spike, and Edwin Letcher. And that's his real name.
Yeah. So
his real name is Hart. Mine's
so
real.
Thumper was the drummer, and I seem to remember he showed up. I don't remember if we came to see a show of yours or a practice, but he was naked.
It was probably a show. He used to like to come out in the first time we played the Mabuhay, he came out in just a boxing cup. And
you mean a jock strap?
Yeah, a jock strap. No, it was a boxing cup. You know, it had that little plastic thing on it, so
yeah.
when you got hit with quarters, it would bounce off. But anyway, at the end of the show, he took it off, swung it around his head, jumped off, ran through the crowd, and he was completely naked there. Ran out the door and jumped on the first car he saw. First time I ever saw anybody who
so nobody could call the police for indecent exposure.
Not inside the club.
Wow. Wow.
You know the Mabuhay.
Yeah, the Mabuhay Gardens. That's in San Francisco.
That's right.
So when you played there, who did you play with?
God, I don't remember. I know we played with one time we played the Theaters, one time we played with the Offs, one time we played I think we played with the Dead Kennedys there.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't remember. We played there 4 or 5 times.
Really?
Yeah.
So Public Enema's glory days, glory years, whatever time was from when to when?
I would say from June of 1977 till August of 1977. All right,
2 months? 2 months?
No, we ran a couple of years.
And then the Rogers came up there and we met you. I don't even remember where it was. How did we meet you guys?
It was in a record store. I was working in a record store and Fester brought up the acetate. And you want to take a call on the air here? It's my bass player. Or should I wait?
Yeah, tell him you call him back.
I'll just let it ring. Okay.
So you were working at a record store. You were a clerk at a record store.
Yeah, and Fester brought in the acetate for Stevie Nicks.
Mm-hmm. For what purpose?
To play it in the store.
But you guys didn't have any records.
I think we were going to play a show, or we were talking about playing a show, or one of us called the other one and said, "Hey, you guys are into punk rock. We're into punk rock. Let's meet."
Mm-hmm.
So Fester came up to Santa Lucia a bit. Well, actually, it was Santa Maria, and he brought his little groupies with him.
Uh-huh.
And they all came up, trooped in the record store, and we played the thing over and over. And he left without it. I don't know how I ended up with it, but I had that acetate for a while.
Uh-huh.
And next thing we did was that show in Goleta at Foo Bar.
That was with the Rogers?
Yeah, it was Public Enema and the Rogers.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, you were there.
So in the early days, playing punk rock was like where I was from was kind of a risky proposition because there were a lot of cowboys and stuff who wanted to kick your ass.
In your town, you lived in a college town. It wasn't risky. Somebody might hit you with an egg.
What college? What college?
You lived by Isla Vista, didn't you?
No, I lived in Ventura.
Oh, well, I lived in Santa Maria where it was all cowboys.
So didn't people threaten like I'm gonna kick your ass and stuff? Didn't that happen to you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
So
I can't tell a story.
no, you so how did you avoid?
I wrote a song about that called Normal. The Rogers actually did it when Bob Lee was singing.
That was a great song.
Yeah, well, that's a true story about Santa Maria. Those are the names that I was called, the effing cowboy and the DLH and the those are all names that were called at me.
So when you were in Public Enema, though, you used your real name because your real name seems so much like a fake name, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So your name is Ron E. Fast.
And this is really cool. The E is for Edwin. Now, actually, Edwin Letcher, that's not his real name. It's Paul Edwin Letcher. So,
oh, really?
So both of us has the same middle name. What'd you lose?
Trying. My phone is going ding, and
we're pants on fire.
Turn the damn thing off.
Yeah.
So most people don't believe that that's your real name when you tell them Ron Fast. I mean, let's say you're driving your car or whatever, a cop pulls you over, and name and ID or whatever they say, and then you tell them Ron E. Fast. They're like,
they go, yeah, oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Really?
You're going a little fast.
So what was the highlight of playing with Public Enema? What was like the top of the mountain for you guys?
Allen Hancock College. We were having a documentary thing made by this guy named Billy Board.
He's a famous guy.
Huh?
He's a famous guy.
Yeah, well, he's up here now. We just did some recording with him. Anyway, so Billy's making this movie, and we did all kinds of cool stuff. I peed on the police. Actually, I how do I say this? I simulated fornication on the police department door for the film. Say that?
Yes.
Okay. And I didn't know there was a camera right above it. But anyway, we did stupid stuff like that. And what's the point of this story? I forgot.
The highlight of
yeah. So Billy made the film. So part of this film we played in front of the history of rock and roll class at Allen Hancock College.
Really?
Yeah, 35 people. This would have been either late 76 or early 77. And we it was like a painting.
What do you mean?
Our set, and if you looked at the crowd or the students, not one of them moved for 35 minutes. Not one of them moved.
Did they have their jaws open? Like,
yes, they did. They did. They were just like.
And why were they like that?
I don't know. We was just playing rock and roll, and they I don't know.
I imagine that.
You know, you can see that actually. That's in that movie Billy did. It's under, if you look up Public Enema California Punk Rock 1970s, you'll find it.
Okay. 1970s LA California punk rock. Well, yeah, I think you guys were one of the first punk rock bands. So how did you get, Ron, how did you get into punk rock?
We were playing what it was, and it just got, somebody started saying, "Hey, you're playing punk rock," but yeah, we were already doing it when it came out. I had a band with Jimmy Leach and Thumper, and some other people came and went. Geza X sang with us a few times.
Geza X sang with you guys?
Yeah, he's from Santa Maria. Also, Jimmy Leach from the Eyes was Santa Maria. Joe Nannini from Walla Voodoo was Santa Maria.
Really?
Yeah.
Geza X wound up marrying Josie Cotton.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they got a divorce.
Oh, okay. Well, I see his webpage all the time, and what's his
He's got some Geza X records or something like that.
Huh?
He's got some Geza X records or something like that.
Oh, he's got a Danger House thing coming out, I think.
Yeah, and
I read. I don't have I haven't talked to Geza in a long time. So if you ask any questions, I don't know.
They just released Rodney Bingenheimer's Rodney on the Rock Volume 4.
That's the one I saw he did.
Yeah. And they just got their vinyl in. I saw a post this morning.
Yeah, I saw that just in the last day or two. It was yeah.
So
I saw his picture lately.
It's really cool, I guess.
But anyway, I talked to Jim Leach not too long ago, a couple of years ago. He's in Los Angeles. And let's see. That was a band before Public Enemy. That was Zen Dada Dukes. That's where it started. We were playing that band.
What's the name of the band? Zen
Dada Dukes. And the Dukes was for Dedicated Underground Crazies of Earth and Space.
Dedicated Underground Crazies of Earth and Space. Oh, I see.
You're trying to spell it. Yeah, it does. There's one extra letter in there, but you just say it real fast.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But that was the band me and Thumper first started playing in, and that was with Jimmy Leach and, like I say, sometimes Geza and Jimmy played bass, and then another drummer was in the band, and Thumper came in one day and wouldn't leave. He just set up his drums. We already had a drummer, and he saw an old ad, came to the place, set up, and wouldn't leave.
And that's how he got the drummer job.
Well, we played with two drummers for quite a while. With Dada Dukes, and then when that broke up, Jimmy moved to LA to get closer to the punk scene down there.
Ron, how many punk bands have you played in total? Count them. Public Enema, Zen Dada Dukes. What?
The Violent Negroes, Group Sex. I played with Edwin's band for a while. I forget what it was called.
You played in the Rotters?
In the Rotters. I played in the Beatles. I was in the Who for a while.
You were in the Beatles and the Who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was. Hey, Mike, ask me what bands I saw back in the day.
Okay. What bands did you see back in the day?
Oh, man, I've seen them all. Starting in 1964, and I was 12 years old. So that figures out to be me being 70 now. Okay. I saw the Rolling Stones at the Swing Auditorium in San Bernardino. That was on their first tour. Second, like they played there in, I forget, earlier, and then they came back that same year on Halloween. And my dad's cousin took me trick-or-treating. I had no idea where I was going to go see the Rolling Stones, man. I was just like a cowboy. And that was it. After that, I saw everybody at the Swing Auditorium.
What is the Swing Auditorium? I've never heard of it.
It's like a concert hall.
Where?
It's in San Bernardino. There was this fairgrounds called the Orange Show Grounds. And it was just a big airplane hangar. And like I say, everybody played there. I saw Elton John when he came over to play the Troubadour. He came out and did a show at the Swing.
Oh.
If you played LA, you came out to the swing because everybody out there was a really rowdy crowd. Everybody just, it was a great place to play.
Wow.
And everybody played there except the Beatles. You name a band in the 60s, they played there.
So did oh no, Led Zeppelin's not the 60s.
Oh yeah, well they played there. Led Zeppelin and Jethro Tull together for $3.50.
That's so cheap.
I know.
It would be $150 a ticket now.
Oh yeah. No, it'd be more than that.
Would it?
Oh yeah. Jesus, yeah. It'd be like 1,000.
$3.50 for Jethro Tull and Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
That's amazing. Well, our first concerts when we played with you guys, when the Rogers played with Public Enema, the first concert they were like $1 or $1.50 to get in.
Probably.
We used to discuss
maybe
like
$2.
Maybe how much should we charge? Should we charge $1 or should we charge $1.50? And that would be a big discussion because 50 cents was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
But now it's nothing. So anyways, Ron, I'd like to end this interview. This is part 1, and I'd like to come back to part 2, and I would like to talk to you about Skullburger, and I'd also like to talk to you about Spam 69.
Yeah, I like those guys. You introduced me to them.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh. So I'd like to come back
and tell you how you did that.
Okay. So tell us how you did it. But anyways, this is the end of part 1 with the interview with the one and only famous Ron E. Fast from Public Enema and the band Skullburger. Ronnie, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.